Hey guys. All right. This is actually basically kind of like an extension of my very first episode of Empire review. I was actually talking about the fact that I love Lee Daniels so much, and the way Lee Daniels thinks, the way that he puts things together. This is how I ended up choosing him. Literally, before I even wrote my first book, and my first book is called Love and Topaz, and there's 3 parts to it. It's Love and Topaz is first, then there was Losing Topaz is the second book, and Learning Topaz is the third. And I actually have a 4th one that should be coming out, that will be coming out in the months to come, early this year. But anyway, it's all a series, and it basically chronicles a boy who is actually gay, who is the part of a very dysfunctional family. And from the time that the book was literally in the outline form, I knew that I wanted Lee Daniels to bring this book to life. He's the only one that can do it, because when I watched Precious, I knew for a fact, I'm like, this is it, because he's the one, because he is so unapologetic about what he does and how he does it. Like with Precious, there were things that nobody wanted to even go into, that people would have ran away from. Lee Daniels took that shit head on, and I thought Precious was just fabulous. The way it was done, I thought it was fabulous. Yes, it was something that made you stop dead in your tracks. My book is the very same way. I'm very unapologetic. Like people kept saying, you should go to Tyler Perry. Me and Tyler wouldn't make it for 10 minutes, because we're just on 2 different things. I'm not going to apologize for these characters that I've created. I let them be as rough and raunchy as they can, and that whole thing, I just let it go. And it's so funny, because I met Terry McMillan last year, and it was like the best thing in the world. She came, and I went to the VIP, and then even once we were in her book reading and all of that, I got to actually ask more questions, because I did have a little time with her face on. And then once we got into the book reading thing, I asked another question, and I asked her about characters, because I love her too, because she's very unapologetic. And I asked, is there ever a time when you, as a writer, can allow the characters to go too far? And she told me, don't ever even think that. You let those characters do whatever it is that they're going to do. You just put it on paper. And I love her for that. And that's how I was writing. And now I just had that question, and I know now that it's okay to fucking let it rip. You know what I mean? And I don't apologize. I just let it rip. But Lee Daniels is the person to put the shit on film and let it rip, because he let the shit roll on Precious. It was everything that nobody wants to talk about, and I loved it. I loved it. So that's the whole thing. So when I wanted to get this book into Lee Daniels' hands, okay? He was actually in the beginning stages of doing The Butler. And you couldn't get to Lee Daniels at all. There was no P.O. box, there was no nothing to be able to get in touch with him. And I'm like, this is crazy. So this has been going on, and haven't been successful with getting the book into his hand yet. But still, when I seen Empire last night, it just like relit the fire under me. And I know he is the one to do it. He's the one to do it. And it's so crazy, because I've actually, through Facebook, I literally ran into, there's a guy who's on Facebook, who he's a model and different things. And he actually does do some acting. It's so fun. This boy, when I tell you, he is Topaz. He's Topaz. He is my main character. I'm like, how in the hell? I mean, just run into him. As soon as I seen him, I was like, damn, that's my character for my book. I literally have run into like 3 different models on Facebook, just in my travels on Facebook, who are like 3 of the characters out of my book. And it's like, it's crazy. So no, I'm not kicking to the side that it would ever be made into a movie. I don't know if it doesn't happen soon. Those 3 people will probably be too old to actually do it, because Topaz is like a 16-year-old. This person's not 16, that I saw that I believe can play Topaz, but he just fits the character, but you know, once so much time goes by, he wouldn't be able to play that part. But I guess as the book goes on, whatever, that's really going into the future. But again, it is one of my goals to actually get my first series into Lee Daniels' hands. So that's basically what I was talking about, but I didn't want to extend my Empire video out so far. But yeah, that's it. That's one of James's dreams, y'all. So, whatever, it just is what it is. And, you know, I'm going to keep on plugging forward, and as the story comes to me, I'm going to keep on writing it, because I'm definitely not done with Topaz. But again, it's actually my book, like I said, Loving Topaz, Losing Topaz, Learning Topaz, and they are actually available on Amazon. They're Amazon.com and also at BarnesandNoble.com. And Amazon, they are available on Kindle and on paperback. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to me and my pipe dreams for now, only for now. But again, definitely keep up with Empire on Fox. It's brilliantly done. I'm telling you, absolutely brilliantly done. And if you're not watching it, you are really doing yourself a disservice. And keep up with my reviews, because I will definitely be reviewing the show every week. It's a wonderful show. They have done a wonderful job. I really enjoyed myself watching that pilot episode last night. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Later. Bye. Hey, 1 minute. 1 minute. I didn't finish my thought. I was rambling and I'm running so fast I didn't finish my thought. Let me explain why I said about Tyler Perry. I'm sorry. I didn't finish. I was moving on so fast. But the thing is, with Tyler Perry, and I believe that Tyler Perry is brilliant. I really do. So I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea with that. Tyler Perry is brilliant at what he does. But where me and Tyler differ, and I said, you know, like Lee Daniels is unapologetic, Tyler Perry is Tyler bends. See, Tyler Perry has a way of doing things that don't always work with me. And that's why I was saying it wouldn't work. We wouldn't work for 10 minutes, because my characters are what they are, and I refuse to have them change. You know, a lot of times in different plays and different roles with Tyler Perry, the characters will change and turn into being something else, more positive as you go through. Well, if I wrote it originally, if you're gay in the beginning, I pretty much promise you, well, I ain't no pretty much, I promise you at the end of my story, you'll still be gay. That ain't never going to happen. It's never going to fall off at the church. It's never going to turn around to be politically correct. If you're a crook in the beginning and the story doesn't support it, you're not going to miraculously become some church person at the end. So that piece right there, you know, and I understand, you know, Tyler has a lot of, you know, he's really deep into the church thing, and that's cool. But for me, that part don't sit with mine. You know what I mean? I'll never apologize for my gay in my characters. I just won't. I'll never, you know, I'm not going to compromise them. I'm not going to apologize for them. And I think at that point right there, with that series, me and Tyler would bump heads. So that's, you know, I didn't finish that thought, and I just wanted to make sure you guys got that. But anyway, okay, so on that, thumbs up, thumbs down, you know what to do. All right, guys, bye.